War. Not exactly a new concept. At first, it was really about the coming of an empire. All the human kingdoms on the Icerian continent united under a single crown and a single religion. And in both cases, I can tell you they weren't just playing around. But the end result was there. The Emperor Damocles made humans his sword. It was when His Majesty decided he wanted to extend his influence to the southern lands that sparks began to fly. Because, well, the peoples of the south are beast-like green creatures 8 feet high, all muscle and nerves, with a natural-born talent for war. So, it figures they resisted. Despite besieging their villages, and even though the Imperial army was far better organized, the damned orcs fought back with savage rage, and their victories were the kind remembered for ages. But Damocles wasn't just gonna sit there and take it. Protecting their territory behind a giant wall, the Empire would never give up land, and its ruler wasn't planning on standing pat. With the construction of the wall, the scale of the war began to alarm the neighboring provinces. Faced with the Green Peril, the Empire saw the elves and the dwarves as potential allies. With their support, a quick victory over the Greenskins was a certainty, and peace could finally return to the Icerian continent. Afterwards, it just remained to be seen what kind of peace would await the vanquished. Over the decades of conflict, the orcs were already beginning to figure it out. They were much sought after for their strength and toughness, and so grinding slavery was always going to be the result. Submit or die. Needless to say, for a goblin like me, things were going to be just as bad. We were there to be had like rats in a trap. Yeah, it's not easy being a greenskin on this fucking continent. You got my sympathy if that's your case.
Fala aí galera, sejam bem-vindos a mais um vídeo. E nesse vídeo eu trago Orcs And Men. É um jogo estilo RPG, uma batalha entre orcs e homens, onde a gente joga com orcs. Esse jogo pelo jeito tem muito diálogo, então toda vez que tiver diálogo eu vou ficar quietinho aqui para vocês poderem ler com mais atenção e acompanhar a história. Eu não sei ao certo se eu vou fazer um detonado dele. Tudo indica que sim. Então vamos lá. Aqui ó, vários orcs do grupo, né, do carinha que eu tô jogando.
See anything on patrol, Butcher?
No, nothing. No footprints. I climbed to the top of a hill to the northwest and saw the heath and their fucking wall to the north. It would make a good lookout point till nightfall.
Excellent. The Resistance found us a good place to camp to wait for what comes next. You, stand watch there. We'll change every 3 hours. Arkin wanted to see you, Butcher. He's probably somewhere around the falls.
I'll go see him.
Very good. Rest for an hour, then take a look around the eastern part. We'll have to stay on our toes now. Dissidents or not, it's tough to trust humans. Difficult to trust anybody.
Understood.
Beleza, acho que começou agora, né? Vamos achar o Arcane. Aqui ele mostra aqui uns tutoriaizinhos, né? Dependendo do que você tem que fazer. Vamos lá, ele disse que tá perto da cachoeira. Que não passa, não anda. Não consigo atacar o cara. Também atacar por quê, né? O cara é orc, né? O cara é do meu grupo. O cenário até que é bem louco, hein? Até que é bem feito. Bem da hora mesmo. Aí mais um diálogo aí. Olha o cenário. No comecinho eles já querem mostrar do que é capaz o jogo, né? Mostra o cenário, mas do melhor jeito possível.
you are. So, how do you feel?
Nervous, impatient. I'd really like to know why we were brought here.
Something big. It's just the worst of us in this one. Even the chief's gonna get his hands dirty.
Jarhill? Really? We gonna kill the Emperor or what?
Ha! Why not? That wouldn't hurt us a bit.
Oh, que da hora. Dá pra gente interagir com a história aqui. Tem duas opções de resposta pra dar pra ele. Chega de papo furado ou outra pessoa tomaria seu lugar. Ou no papo furado.
Come back down to earth. You don't send out a Bloodjaw raiding party to go on parade. But there are limits, with or without allies among the Quarsan. 4 of us ain't gonna pull off what our armies couldn't do when we were at our strongest. All of this reeks of a last stand, or a suicide mission.
Hey, show some guts, Bloodjaw.
Mais um objetivo criado aí. Qual será?
Come on, defend yourself. It'll do you good.
Eu vou ter que lutar com o cara agora. Ah, acho que é tipo um tutorial pra gente aprender como atacar. Pressione para trocar o menu de táticas. O menu de tática reduz a velocidade das ações para que você selecione as habilidades que desejar. Certo. Aqui é o menu ofensivo. Não entendi muito bem não, mas tá jogando aqui. Ofensivo. Mostra o dano, número de golpes e tal. Ainda não entendi muito bem como atacar isso aqui. Eu vou escolhendo, ele vai aparecendo ali embaixo. Como é que é? Acho que é a ordem dos golpes. Enquanto o Berserk, o Arcail causa muito dano, mas se torna incontrolável até que o medidor de fúria esteja completamente vazio. Cego pela fúria, o Orc ignora. Putz, deu tempo. Sei que ele tá batendo pra caramba agora, hein? Matei. Ué, matei. Ah, não matou não.
Shit, Arkai, relax. You get angry way too fast. You gotta learn to control that rage of yours, brother. Nobody wants to see you losing control, you know. You think nothing can stop you, but you lower your guard completely, not to mention the time it takes you to come back down after. I could have killed you several times over.
No shit, I noticed. But each time I get hit, I'm back in Bay Harbor again, and I go mental.
One more reason not to get hit, and not to keep trying with a technique that isn't working. I told you to defend yourself, and you went straight to the attack. Instead of going on the defensive while I'm talking to you as a friend, do it while you're fighting. You not only get hit less than when you're in an attacking stance, you also control your rage better, and that gives you the time to study your opponents. Come on, let's try again. Only this time you parry my attacks in a defensive stance.
Thanks, Arkin. I appreciate your advice and what you're trying to do. But what I really need is some way to blow off steam on a fucking combat lesson.
Na verdade, tinha que defender, não atacar. Esse cara aí. É o Goblin que tava tocando.
Help me!
Na história?
I'm being followed. I have a message from Lord Barryman for the Bloodjaws.
What's it about? And where'd you come from?
Olha, o cara trouxe um monte de gente.
Thank you, Mother Earth.
Como na vida real, os humanos são os
You have what you
inimigos.
wanted, Berserker. They're all yours. I'll get this messenger somewhere safe. Safe from your murderous rage.
Então é isso aí, galera. Para o vídeo não ficar muito longo, eu vou parar ele por aqui e continuar no próximo, né? Vamos ver o feedback que vai dar esse vídeo aí. Então eu vou ficando por aqui, galera. Um abraço pra vocês e até o próximo.